everybody's dancing. Yeah.
Ragga Twins.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for your time, guys. I
You're
really
welcome.
appreciate it. Much love from the InReach family to you both.
Yeah, big up the InReach family.
Big up,
Enough
enough respect.
So, guys, where was your first ever gig?
First ever gig as Ragga Twins was in Birmingham at a place called the Dome. It was in 1990 as Ragga Twins. Well, I would say that's no, because we when we was in the reggae, we done a couple of gigs like live performances, but it was more sound system thing in that days. So I would say the first gig where we headlined, where the people came, we headlined in, was Birmingham, the Dome, 1990.
Yeah.
So was it a good first gig?
Excellent. It was weird because, we just come from being like on a sound called Unity, where the raves were predominantly black people, and we've come to Birmingham, and we've gone in the rave and it's all white people, and we're thinking, oh my God, what we're gonna do here? They ain't gonna understand us. They're gonna boo us off and then rare and everything. But when the announcer called our name and we come on stage, they went mad. And when we started doing our tracks, the crowd knew all the songs and everything already, so it kind of made the job easy. And from there, it was just like, yeah.
Were you nervous beforehand?
I was a bit, yeah.
Yeah, a little bit, because
it
was new into it. It was the first time we're gonna do this music. We'd already made the music, and but we wasn't going to the raves, so we didn't know what kind of crowd it was. That's actually the first rave we went to, as playing at that time acid house music. So yeah, it was a bit nervous that it could all go wrong, but as Deman said, when the announcer said Ragga Twins and the crowd made noise and we stepped out, it was, they just made us comfortable.
So it's the start of something beautiful.
Start of something beautiful, yeah. Because it was a different crowd, it was full of anticipation. How's this going to go? How they're going to receive us? But it coming like it was nothing different than what we was doing anyway. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And everybody had a good night. It was wicked.
Brilliant. So what were the highlights of 2014, would you say?
Highlights of 2014.
Good memories.
We went to Thailand and New Zealand, and they were highlights. We've done two gigs in Thailand, one in Bangkok and one in Phi Phi Island, and then we went over to New Zealand and done the Splore Festival, which was wicked. We got a Maori greeting,
Warrior style,
and it was like out in the countryside. It's like nobody was out there. Just the
setting
house
was nice, yeah.
Nobody was out there. It was like at one point me, Flinty, and our DJ Crucial. It was like we was on this road by ourselves. The sun was blazing. It was lovely. It was wicked. It was. I'd say that was the highlight of my 2014.
A long trip though, right? To New
Very
Zealand.
long trip. Also the Skrillex release, Ragga Bomb. We had a release with Skrillex, and that's really big. That was really big for us when that came out.
Nice one. So what was the last gig that you performed at then?
Would have been last weekend.
Would have been last weekend. Yeah, where was we?
Where was we?
Was that
we had
Brixton?
three things.
Yeah. We done 3 things last weekend.
We done Temple of Boom. We done Breaking Science and Jungle Splash.
Did we do something on a Friday as well?
Yeah, on the Friday night we did actually. It's so long ago last week.
A lot's happened since then.
A lot's happened.
Was the hooting on you?
No, that was the week before.
No, was it?
You lot are busy bees.
I can't remember.
So how was like the gigs that you did last weekend? How'd they go?
All of them went well. Temple of Boom was an old school thing. At Billy Bunter, we done some tracks off Reggae House, Me Money, and we done some new tracks that we've done some new jungle tracks. Then from there we went to O2 to do
Breaking Science.
and that was awesome. The crowd was
Thank you,
wicked.
thanks.
Yeah, crowd was ram.
Full on D&B rave, that, you know what I mean?
People were like having it. It was proper. You know what I mean? And we had a good set. You know, we worked with Brocky and Rough Stuff, so that went down proper. That played out proper well. And then 5 o'clock in the morning was in Brixton Jam.
For Jungle Splash.
Jungle Splash, doing a set with DJ Ash.
Yeah, DJ Ash, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're all over
Last
the place.
Saturday
That's
night.
great.
Yeah, it's good.
So what upcoming events are you looking forward to?
We look forward to all our events, really. Always like performing to the people, so, you know, there's not one special. There's bigger ones and there's small ones, but we look forward to all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you prefer like one to the other? Do you prefer the small intimate ones or?
I
not
like
so
them all.
bothered?
I don't put any of my gigs before anything else. You know, I take them like how they'd say in the football world. We take one game at a time. We take one show at a time. You know what I mean? They're all special. We give them 100% in anything we do. It could be like 10 people in there. We'd still give like 100%. You know, because them 10 people have paid their money, so they want to see a performance. Not because there's 10 people in there you can do tomfoolery, because them 10 people will go away and say, the guys were rubbish. Do you know what I mean? So we give 100% no matter what. So, yeah.
Good stuff. So what's it like collaborating with loads of different artists?
Oh, it's been amazing. Collaborating with, since the Skrillex track, we've started collaborating with a lot more artists and a lot of different type of music as well. So yeah, it's been good. Doing different stuff than what we usually do, and basically them because we've worked with a few American producers, so they send a track and we do our thing. So we send it back to them. We're waiting on a response. So, and then we've never got a bad response. So it's been good, really good.
So who are you going to be like planning on collaborating with in the near future, like producer-wise and vocally?
But we've got a few that we've done at the moment. We've got another one with Skrillex coming out soon, and we've got something coming up with Teddy Killers. He's Russian. Snells, he's from Canada. Weewack is an American. Smokey, he's Canadian. We're doing a track with Billy Bunter and Rat Pack. Serial Killers. There's loads. Fun Case. We've got loads of collabs already done, waiting to come, and I suppose there'll be more in the pipeline.
Well, that sounds
And
sweet.
We've got an album,
on our
that is ready to drop, and we've done a lot of collabs with other artists like Tipper Irie, Tenor Fly, Daddy Freddy, Top Cat, Lady Shan.
Is that for the people?
For the People's with
Shawnee
Shawnee
T.
Yeah, that's off of the album as
yeah.
well, yeah.
So tell us
and
about
Spider.
and Spider
Yeah,
as well.
Spider's on the album as well.
And Luciano.
Lots of names.
Yeah, that was because I've known Shawnee T for years. You know, I've known him when he was just started out, and I always said one time he was in a club called Leighton Youth, and he was in there emceeing, and he must have been about 15, 16. I went up to him and said, "Yeah, one day you're gonna be like proper big MC. You know what I mean? You're gonna do well in this thing. You know what I mean?" And he always reminds me of that when he sees me. You know what I mean? And so I thought, well, we're doing this album. I've known him for a while. He's called us for a couple of collabs with him. So we called him in and we done a blinding job. Do you know what I mean? The tune is like we're in we're not 3 separate clubs, or we could be, but we're talking about our experience going into a rave and having a good time and getting on the mic. So yeah, the track's very. I think it's very powerful. It's
got that old hip hop flavour.
Yeah, it's got that old hip hop flavour, and you know, it's makes you want to dance, and it's for the people.
It's exactly what it says on the title,
That's
right?
exactly what it says on the tin.
Everybody's dancing.